Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks. And today I'm going to talk about POKARNA, which could surge from even these levels. So let's understand about the business and let's understand where the stock can go. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about POKARNA, here's a small request. Kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, it will help me grow the channel. It will help you also ask me questions and eke out answers on a one-on-one basis. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and a number of podcasts that I put up on short-term, long-term market calls and stock calls. Plus, you can ask me one query every day. And if you can pay $100 upfront, you get 1 year access by paying for 10 months. For detailed market or company talk or number of stocks you're holding, you can directly email me and we can work things out with a fee. And also, if you cannot pay on Patreon, you can do payment on YouTube with a 1 month membership. So monthly membership is also available on YouTube, and you get all the facilities that Patreon members are getting on YouTube as well. Now about the company, POKARNA was established in 1991, and they provide quads and kitchen tops and specialty building materials. They have global exposure, and majorly their business comes from exports and abroad. It is in a niche segment with kitchen tops and marble tops, etc. Quads, serving leading clients across the globe, and the market cap of the company is only 1900 crores. So it is a small cap company at that. If you look at the financials, so these are Q2 numbers, September quarter numbers. The sales surged by around 60%, but profit was flat. So there was a lot of extraordinary items plus a lot of raw material costs that got in. So raw material prices have surged for them, transportation costs have surged, and which led to higher total expenses, and which led to only, you can say, marginal profitability, or virtually you can say flat numbers on the bottom line. There's decent promoter and institutional holding, and there's 25% free float, so it's not huge, you can say, holding with institutions, but not bad either. ROE of 23% and net profit margin of 29% is quite exceptional, because most of the companies in this segment struggle for margins, etc. But POKARNA is doing extremely well. If you look at the performance of the stock, at first, from 2012-13 till 2016-17, it didn't do much for 3-4 years. But stock has done very well in the last 18 months after the pandemic, and when the market surged, even POKARNA have surged a lot, 4-5x. It has been a 4x in less than, you can say, a year. Top line growth has been extremely strong. Bottom line has been up and down, and we've seen that. But margin pressure is across the industry and across many industries here in India. So that's what I was saying, that it fell 60% during the Feb-March 2020 fall, and from then onwards have recovered smartly from those lows by about 5-6x from those relatively very low levels. Numbers, in my opinion, are set to improve as demand will increase globally, and you would have to understand that with the European nations going through another wave because of one reason or the other, and there are shutdowns happening in Germany, Austria, etc., there would be pressure on export oriented businesses. So numbers could be up and down even for the next 2 quarters, but India based numbers or India based business will perform extremely well in the December and March quarter. So the best 2 quarters from a domestic point of view are upon us. So I'm pretty confident that numbers would be extremely good compared to last year. So why I believe it can be big in a few years, margins and profits are increasing, and margins are pretty good. You look at net profit margin northwards of 25% is extremely good. Picking up of global economy is a tailwind. So I won't say that in the next 6 months you'll have a lot of export and export oriented profit growth. But over next 3 to 4 years it could be big. So once this pandemic subsides, which I believe would be by the end of next year, you will see from FY24 onwards things really improving, and probably in 3 or 4 years time numbers are set to surge. Raw material cost may peak out. So I believe that with the oil prices where we are at, and because of the oil prices, there are a number of, you can say, raw material prices that are up at the moment, cement prices, etc. Construction material prices, I think they are going to peak out in the next 6 months or so. It cannot be that oil can just run to 100 dollars and never come back. So there will be peaking out in the next 6 months, and you will see that the numbers will improve going forward in a number of years. uh, Quartz and kitchen top are in demand as real estate picks up here in India. And I think kitchen top and kitchen appliances and modular kitchens, etc. This is the theme when we are talking about the housing theme. So I think Pokarna, with its domestic business, will show a lot of growth going forward. So next 6 months look extremely strong domestically, and next 4 years look extremely good globally for the company. If you look at technically, then 580 is a good short-term support. It's trading around 610, 620 or so. 580 is a good short-term support. Any dips towards there is a buying opportunity. 520, 530 is a good long-term support. So between 520 to 620, one can keep accumulating the stock. It may see some consolidation because the stock has already surged a lot. So if you look at it over the last 12 months, it has gone up like 3 4x. And now with the markets being subdued, you could see some amount of consolidation over the next 1 month, 1.5 months, especially once the numbers come out. You could see some decline because I think the global business is not going to do that well with the kind of we are seeing the situation across the globe, especially in Europe. So don't add immediately. What you can do is add 25% on a decline towards 580, and then more as the stock declines, or around when the numbers come in, or after a fall in another fall in the market that I believe would take place during February around the budget time. So in all those occasions, keep on accumulating over the next 3 4 months, and hopefully you'll get a very good average price, and then hold it for the next 3 4 years. It looks extremely strong on long term charts, and a strong up move is expected above 680 700. So if it surges past that, then definitely add everything around there, and just hold on. So wait for massive declines, wait for levels of 520 530 to add. You will get 5 to 10% decline in this stock and in this industry as well. So buy on declines to 570, 580 could be a strategy, and then even more when it goes closer to 500. Next 6 months could see decent traction in terms of numbers, but in terms of stock price, you could see some consolidation. So you have to go by that and arrange your, you can say, stagger your investments in that manner. And so buy in tranches and not in one go, and have around 5 to 7% holding into such stocks. So this was my video on POKARNA. Please like and subscribe my channel. Hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot for watching.